there were people that came before these guys. Now, you know as well as I do, Mike, 1 to 2 guys that have the right attitude about this, that is a superstar, changes everything. Remember what happened last year. In last year's All-Star game, Dr. J and Larry Bird, you heard the story just like I did, Wilbon. They made sure we know. Dr. J and Larry Bird walked into the locker room and talked to the players. And they talked to the players, and the NBA thought, yes, the players are really, really listening. They're really, really getting it. And then one of the superstars, who will remain nameless, but everybody can surmise who that was, gave a side eye to those guys while they were talking. And then the players went out there and let 400 points be scored. And the league ain't letting that go. And so what happens is it just shows you, if one player can have that kind of an impact negatively, they can also have that kind of impact positively.
The All-Star game is behind us, and honestly, I didn't want to revisit it. In fact, I've already said it might be time to just cancel it altogether. But something shocking happened today that I can't ignore. Stephen A. Smith dropped a bombshell on First Take that left me speechless. He revealed something about Larry Bird that was beyond disrespectful, and it made me rethink everything. Stephen A. went on to talk about a story that many of us had heard before. Last year, NBA legends like Dr. J, Larry Bird, Oscar Robertson, and Reggie Miller tried to inspire today's players. They walked into that locker room with the hope of getting these young stars to understand what the game really means. They spoke to them, hoping to ignite some passion and respect for the history of the game. But as Stephen A. said, it wasn't just that they didn't listen. One superstar, who we can all guess, gave Larry Bird and the others nothing but a dirty look. That one moment of disrespect, that one dismissive side eye, set the tone for what happened next. An all-star game where defense was non-existent, and 400 points were scored. Now, we all know that things didn't go as planned last year, but hearing that a legend like Larry Bird was disrespected while trying to inspire the game's future, it's crazy. It made me realize that today's players aren't just playing with less effort. They're sending a message to the league. They're choosing not to care, not because of injuries, but because they believe it's a power move to show they don't need to respect the traditions that gave them the platform they stand on today. Larry Bird, who went into that game with hope, left feeling disappointed, and he didn't even show up this year. Can you blame him? The effort this year was better, but it wasn't a flawless redemption. It came from rookies trying to prove themselves and the OGs who didn't want to look foolish. But let's be real, this won't happen every year. We can't keep pretending it's okay for the All-Star game to go down this path. If you're still here, make sure you subscribe. You need to hear the truth about where this game is heading. When you see legends like Larry Bird walk away in frustration, it's not just a game, it's a wake-up call. The disrespect is real, and it's up to us to decide what we want from the game we love.